The unraveling exposures introduced by the Heartbleed coding flaw add to an already thriving cyber underground.
State-of-the-art malware is customized for a particular target. It chooses paths of opportunity. It will migrate from device to device. It will lie dormant when that suits it. It will mutate as it moves. It will change whatever characteristics you use to identify it, if you were able to identify it at all. It will devote half its length, which might be many meg long, to concealing its existence, to falsifying logs and reports on everything that will tell you that it's there. It might move not in one piece, it might infiltrate in pieces and assemble itself inside. It might locate itself in a bunch of different locations, so it's not in any one place. It can be so cunningly designed that we can look right at it and not realize we're looking at malware. At the same time as malware has become almost impossible to keep from getting into your systems, spear phishing has just taken a huge leap in sophistication. You can now get an email from someone that you trust that sounds just like them, that has the kind of attachment that they would ordinarily send you, and when you open the PDF or whatever it is, it will look just the way it should, and you will never know that you were infected. At the same time as this is going on, attackers have moved on to new ways of profiting. What a sophisticated attacker is after now is competitively important business information. This used to be the government of China and the People's Liberation Army. Now it's commercial services, it's ordinary corporations. It's people shifting information to their business or national industry, giving them an advantage. We're also seeing, related to that, enormous theft of information that will allow people to anticipate commodity movements, stock movements, to manage investments. Huge amount of attacks to get information on mergers and acquisitions. And we're beginning to see something much scarier, which is cyber attacks to cause an economic event that somebody can profit on. So now we're talking about people profiting by doing big things to companies and by looking at big company movements and intervening financially in those movements. This means that cybersecurity, these last two things, the onward rush of global business creating all these new systems, combined with the attackers looking at much bigger game than previously, means that cyber attacks are now an existential threat to corporations. They are a profound threat to government agencies. So cybersecurity now needs to be a strategic issue. It needs to be dealt with at senior management level. It needs to be dealt with strategically. If we do that, there are huge benefits. For one thing, we can have responses to cybersecurity issues that aren't cybersecurity responses. We can start talking about changing the way we do business to reduce our vulnerabilities. We also can open up the whole discussion to discussions about economic consequences of different attacks, which will enable us to be selective about what we defend. We're still, for the most part, trying to defend everything all the time against every kind of attack. There is no way we can sustain that. We're not able to do it any longer. So we need to start getting selective. We can only do that if we make cybersecurity a senior management issue, a matter of corporate strategy.